Okay, so I went to the library for about, I don't know, maybe about 45, 50, 60 minutes or something like that. I'd rather spend a half hour or 45 to 60 minutes with Dan Rather or Dan Moore than Dan Rather. Really? Rather this or rather that? I don't know. Anyways, the point is so I needed some different content because I've been reading the same books over and over and over since kind of the same day I was born, and then I learned an iteration of the same books. They're slightly more accurate, and accuracy is interesting. It's an interesting concept. In other words, is it really possible? And the life is like a sparrow. To put it in a different way, the sparrow, one could say, almost laser guided bombs with Taiwan in the Taiwanese, and I think it was in the Korean War and Taiwanese War in that era, had an accuracy ratio of about 60. They were 65 to 67% inaccurate. In other words, the actual ratio of effectiveness was less than 4 to 5%. It's surprisingly horrible, believe it or not. The accuracies since that time have meagerly improved. So I didn't want to go into too much macroeconomics, the macaroni trends. Microeconomics is immediately fascinating, but the conundrum with talking too much about microeconomics is that the people that are really involved in market making and market moving, just depending, will potentially cause microeconomics to cause conundrums in microeconomics. In other words, there's a correlation between the two. However, if you say too much about microeconomics, the global trends and or people that move big money